Hey everybody, welcome back. One more episode of the ChatGPT functionality and use cases. Today we're going to talk about something new that was just launched called ChatGPT Tasks. I'm going to show you how to find it, how to use it, and give you a couple of examples. Hopefully, this is something you can use in your day-to-day activities that will make you even more productive. So let's take a look real quick. So I'm on the web version, the web browser version of ChatGPT. I'm not in the app. It is not available yet on the app. It could be any day, but today it is available only in the web browser version of ChatGPT. You'll notice I'm in my personal account. I'm not in the our company workspace. So this is a personal account. It also works in the workspace. And you can find it in the same place. It works exactly the same way. So let's take a look. First of all, in order to locate tasks, click on the drop down here where it says ChatGPT 4.0. You're going to switch from ChatGPT 4.0 down to Chat 4.0 with scheduled tasks. And if you'll notice, it says it's a beta. They are working on this, is having minor changes all the time. I'm sure there's going to be some major changes also, but it's real simple to use. So let's go ahead and learn to use it now. And then you can find many use cases I haven't even thought of just by messing with it and testing it and training it. Okay, so let's start with scheduled tasks. So I click on that. It changes our drop down to ChatGPT tasks. So now what I'm going to do is it's just like any other prompt. I'm going to ask it to create a task for me. Okay, so the first task I'm going to create is about my workouts that I do every day. Create a task at 6:04 p.m. using the input and history I provide you of which days I went to the gym and what body parts I worked. Give me a summary showing me recommendations of which body part I should work each day after reviewing what I've worked previously in order to optimize muscle growth and recovery. Basically, what I do after I go to the gym, I open up ChatGPT and I say, hey, just left the gym. Today I did biceps and back and some, 15 minutes of cardio and maybe some abs. And she comes back and says to me, great, thanks so much. I've made record of it. You're on a roll, keep it up, blah, 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 whatever. But it keeps a list of everything that I've worked. So I've created a task here saying, come back to me at 6 o'clock every day. Look at the history that I put in over the past few days of what I've been working on in the gym and recommend me what I should do next. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go ahead and input that. And that task should be now created. And we should get a message from ChatGPT saying either, yep, got the task, it's creating it. So every day at 6:04, they're going to notify me after they've reviewed what I've done in the past. They're going to tell me what body parts to work on. So since I've already done this earlier today, and it's way past 6 o'clock at night here while I'm making this video, we can go back and see the results of our task. Okay, let's create another task real quick while we're here. And let's think about, here's a good one, I think. Let's see. Let's do this one. Create a task. Okay, create a task to gather press releases for Disney Corporation issued the previous week. Provide a short summary of each press release. Provide the summary and the link to the press release. Run this task each Tuesday at 6:01 Central Time. So let's go ahead and upload that, and it will set that up for us as a task. So every Tuesday, it's going to give me a list of all the Disney press releases for the previous week. You obviously do any company you want. You could do one of your customers. You could do one of your prospects. You could use any type of customer or any type of company that you want. All right. Another one that I don't have typed up, and I'll write it real quick. I'll put the video on pause. And I'll write it out, and I'll let you take a look at it. Okay, here's the prompt that I wrote. Create a task searching each update to employment law in all states that would affect companies who employ people in multiple states. Make sure and give me a summary link to each of the update or news items. Run this search each morning at 7 a.m. weekday. So that task tells ChatGPT to go out and look for any employment law updates. Once you find the update, bring them back in, give it all to me in a summary with links that I can look at. So human resources or myself or whoever can go and see if any of those employment law updates affect us, affect our company, or affect our people. So that's another good prompt that we can use in order to set up tasks. So with that said, let's go ahead and look at some of the results of the tasks that we have running. So the first thing I'll do, I'll get a note for the Disney press releases. I get this little note that says, "Here's the latest updates from the Walt Disney Company over the past week. Corporate developments, legal matters, had some issues. Looks like they have a $10 billion lawsuit." Okay, theme park news, entertainment and media, and each one of these gives me a small summary, but it also right here gives me the link to the article that's giving me the summary on. So I have all of my Disney entertainment news right here, along with a nice little list of links that I can look at and that I can click on, and it will send me that every day at, I think I set it for 6 p.m. or whenever it was. There's the results of the first one. Now here's the results of my request to set up a task for my gym optimization, right? So every day I want this to pop up and say, hey, based on your workout history, here's what you should work on today. So what it sent me, it says, based on your workout history on January 3rd, today is January 21st, by the way. On your workout history, you worked on the 13th, 14th, 18th, 19th, you worked these body parts. So gives me a quick little analysis and then gives me a recommendation. Today, you need to work on backs, biceps, and hamstrings to balance your routine, include rows or pull-ups or curls, etc. And I'll remind it, don't forget that I have a bad left shoulder, so I have to adjust workouts to include watching out for that shoulder. I remind it, got it, takes my shoulder into account next time it's updating workout recommendations. So that task comes over at I think I set it for 6 o'clock. I should probably do it like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so because that's when I go to the gym, is after work. So I have my 4 o'clock. I know what I should do when I go to the gym. It does that every day for me and keeps track. Now, it only garbage in, garbage out, right? So I have to tell it every day after I'm done with the gym. I have to say, hey, in the gym today, I did back and biceps, or I did legs and forearms, whatever it is. So that way it keeps up with what I've done and next what I am to do that day and make that recommendation. So let's take a look at the other task I set up, search for employment law changes. I set that up and we asked it to do employment law. I think I did that daily. On this one, I had it set up just to run weekly on Tuesdays because I was doing some testing. But if you're in HR or you're in somewhere that cares about employment law, you can have this run every morning at 7 a.m. and it will pop up and pull any employment law changes or developments. Here are some. California expanded their sick paid leave, or the paid sick leave, which I didn't even know about that, from 3 days to 5 days. They adjusted minimum wage adjustments. Federal overtime eligibility expansion. Proposed phase out of subminimum wage. Key considerations for employers. Things for us to read. So this does give you every day you can be sure and basically have an agent out searching the internet for any type of employment law changes that you need to be aware of, or human resources needs to be aware of, or whatever the case may be. So these ChatGPT tasks will also come across in your email. You will see these periodically. They'll show up, and I'm scrolling through my email here, and it'll come from OpenAI, and it'll say task updated. Here's one for overtime and sick rules that I had set up. You can then click on it, and it will take you to the information that it pulled up for you, this is great. This is just takes us right over into key considerations for employers with this overtime and legal developments with ongoing legislative changes. Exactly what I asked for. So this is a pretty cool functionality that ChatGPT has now with tasks. Another thing that you can do is you can, on your tasks, if you go back to one of them, you can view all your tasks here. You go to where your task is set up, click on the 3 dots, click on view tasks. You have a whole set of tasks that you may have running, either every day or whatever. Some of mine are check Bitcoin price every morning. That comes out at 9 o'clock daily. I like to see business news stories. You've already seen my gym that I worked out, optimized workout routine, Disney press releases. I can get rid of that one because I was just doing that to show you. I really don't care what Disney's press releases were, but you could set up press releases for customers. Show me any press releases for customer A, B, C, D, E, F, and list all those customers. And every day in your inbox, you get a ChatGPT will provide you with that task, the results of that task of all those press releases from all those customers or all of those prospects. Okay, so that's how tasks works. It's really simple, really easy to use. Once again, to get to it, just go to ChatGPT, change your drop down to GPT-4o with scheduled tasks, and you're there. Very simple, very easy. Thanks very much. See you guys next time.